Hi, welcome to the NBA Odds Couple Show for Tuesday, March 1st. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. Mike Brenner, you've been basically killing it consistently now. Do you think that anything's going to change now that it's a new month? Is that going to affect you psychologically in some way?
No, I think if anything, I'm going to push forward to the 60 percentile. And
Really?
I'm capable of doing. I'm up for the challenge, buddy.
You think that the change in the month is actually going to benefit you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And this time of year, as we push closer to the playoffs in the NBA, this is when I heat up, and
oh my God,
I'm on top of my game.
So you're not already. You wouldn't consider yourself already having heated up?
I'm heating up, and I'm getting ready to heat up.
Even hotter.
That's even hotter,
Holy
baby.
Crap.
Even hotter. I love it.
Let's see what you got for us for Tuesday, March 1st. Of course, the first game we have to discuss. Always interesting to analyze Golden State games. So they're playing Atlanta, and the last time they met very recently was unusually low scoring. Went way under, went to under 200, and we have a total here of 220 that hasn't moved as yet. The line has moved up though. Golden State, it opened at about 9. Now it's 9.5 or 10 market wide. Do you have a pick in any which way on this game, Atlanta Golden State?
No, I'm going to enjoy it as a fan and pop a cold beer. But Steph Curry's got that ankle issue. He's going to play, but will he feel it a little bit? And Atlanta's just capable, Pete, of showing up when they want to, and I'm just not willing to take that chance. I think this is a good one just to stay off of and enjoy it.
You're not expecting Golden State, like if it turns out Steph Curry's playing, you're not going to expect another
No, I think they'll win the game outright because they want that record, but got to stay away from that one.
Yeah, Atlanta's
and I just don't trust Atlanta to go on them.
Right,
so.
and Atlanta's defensive efficiency numbers have been extremely good over the past 20 games or so. All right, then we have another matchup where we have basically your standard awesome team versus shitty team matchup, right? Portland at New York. Portland's been doing it, right?
Yes,
two covers on their two straight road covers, and the Knicks just kind of a mess. You know they're going to cover a game here and there, but in general, they seem like the team you want to be picking against. Yeah. Right now, we have -5 or 5.5 for Portland on the road, and the first half line is 2.5 or 3.
And I almost pulled the trigger on that, Pete. And I like Portland. Damian Lillard, his I don't know. I guess his confidence, I should say, is just bleeding throughout the rest of that team. They're really playing great ball. Terry Stotts coaching his ass off.
How come your confidence isn't bleeding into me?
Well, it should be.
It should be,
It
right?
should be.
Okay.
You sit next to me every day. But I'm telling you, though, I think the only thing that concerns me and why I didn't pull the trigger, and I still think it might cover, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on a pick. This is their third game in 4 days, and they're traveling all the way cross country, Pete. All the way cross country to New York to take on a head case team, and that's what that team is.
Are they a head case team, or they just suck? They just a mess?
Drama. Melo equals drama.
Yeah, but Melo is banged up. I mean, do you expect him to be good at times in the future?
Yeah, I'm staying off of that.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. It is not as teams start to play road game after road game after road game, especially when they cover the first road games. You want to be very careful about continuing that trend. All right. Then also we have what else? We have a lot of interesting situations. We have Chicago and Miami, right?
Woo, there's one of my picks.
This is a lot of factors to be considered here, right? The Bulls are banged up all over the place, so their lineup is kind of in disarray. Miami, they add Joe Johnson. How much does that help, though? I'm not exactly sure. I was thinking about a shot with the under at the opener line of 199. Now, though, it's creeping up. It's 200.5 or 201 market wide, so that line is going up. And the spread here is pretty healthy. It's gone down a bit. It's right now 5.5 market wide. It opened at 6.5. Do you have anything to say about Chicago, Miami?
Well, yeah, they're my first half pick.
Really?
And,
Let's hear it.
And if it's 5.5 on the game, it's going to be 3 on the first half. I like the first half. Joe Johnson came in the other day and already paid dividends, and Dwayne Wade likes him being there. I think Whiteside underneath, I think it's just going to be too much for the banged up Bulls, and Gasol can only do so much. And Derrick Rose again, questionable. Jesus God, bro, either shit or get off the pot. Nothing personal, but I hate it for him. But it's just every day, and it affects the books. It affects your lines. But I like the Heat on the first half. It's -3. Grab the Miami Heat on the half. That one's going to cash.
All right, and with all of our first half lines, we will check after the show to see what the real line is. If it's worse or better than -3, that's what you'll get.
And I will blog it.
If there's 2.5, you get that one.
It's like yesterday, because I had Memphis -0.5 on the half. Yeah. Anyway.
But if there's no 3 and it's 3.5, you got to take that.
Got to take 3.5.
We will
I'm
see
not
whatever
worried
the
about
game
that
is.
either.
All right. What else? So we have Brooklyn and the Lakers. The Lakers are very well rested. They've been losing game in and game out, but they're a small favorite here. Is there any chance that maybe the Lakers might be a good bet?
They could be. They could be, and I didn't think I'd say that all year, but they might be a good bet. But I've been thinking everybody that Brooklyn's been playing would be a good bet, and guess what? Brooklyn's been just fucking winning.
Right.
Excuse my language. Had a block. blogger said they didn't like all the F-bombs, and there was only one of them yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Close your ears. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I agree. You shouldn't. You don't want to use them gratuitously.
No,
Not because I'm
no.
offended by it, but because it reduces the comedic value. It turns
Of
into
course,
a negative
of course.
comedic. Right. So I would definitely don't use them gratuitously. A lot of people.
He was talking about you yesterday because you opened up the show going, I don't fucking care, something like that. Yeah.
Oh no, that was good. That was
Yes.
good. That was well used. That was well used. All right, so we also have Orlando and Dallas. Now Orlando has been exploding over recently.
Yeah.
Some super high scoring games
I
from
was
Orlando
wondering what you
and
might
Dallas.
do.
8 straight overs themselves. Obviously the total has gotten bet up since it opened. 212.5. Now it's all the way up to 213.5 or 214. Do you have any other picks from today's card?
Yeah, I've got two more picks total,
more
and
picks.
one of them's in this game. I
All
like
right,
the
let's hear it.
Mavericks on the first half. I got it at 2.5. All right, I think they're rested. I know they're rested. And Chandler Parsons playing good ball, playing against the team that really wants him. They're going to go after him after this year. He's a free agent. So you know what? He wants to play good against that team that wants him. I'm just telling you, there's something psychological about that. But I like the Mavs. Magic, they're having a good year. They're a good team. But Dallas is rested. They know they better step on the gas pedal real quick, or they're going to be up shit's creek without an oar come playoff time. So Mavericks on the half -2.5. That's my second pick.
Dallas is 19-11 ATS at home overall this year. And then we also have Phoenix and Charlotte. I was thinking about a shot with the over here. Phoenix is, they're playing a lot of young guys, seeing what they got. They're not playing a ton of defense.
They're having fun. They're just throwing it up. Yep.
205.5 or 206 is the total right now. The first half over might be a decent shot, might be a decent play as well. You said you have a third pick for us. What's that?
My third pick is a 2-team teaser, and I love it. It's a 4-point adjustment. I'm going with the Heat. You'll get them at -2 because it's at 6, right? Or is it at 5?
5.5.
5.5. So you're going to get it at -1.5. And Dallas Mavericks, which are -5, is that?
-5. -5.5. Let's
Okay,
see.
5.5. So then it's going to
Well,
be.
no. We can use WagerWeb. At WagerWeb,
WagerWeb,
we have
-5.
Dallas -5,
Fantastic.
and we have Miami. Oh wait, what's the other one?
Heat.
Oh no, so they're -6 at WagerWeb.
All right, it's okay. We'll take Dallas -1.5 after the adjustment, and the Heat -2.5 after the adjustment, or 2. No, 2.5. Let's go 2.5.
Okay. You can have both of them at 5.5. So why don't you just take 1.5 on each of them?
That's what we'll do. 1.5 on each of them. Dallas and the Heat -1.5 on a 2-team teaser. So that's my third pick. Feeling good like I'm going to sweep the board tonight, Pete.
All right, I guess I should give a pick, even though none of these I'm really liking or loving. Review your picks for us, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
Miami Heat on the first half, it's going to be -3. All right, Dallas on the first half -2.5, and Dallas and the Heat on a 2-team teaser. Like all three of them today, Pete.
All right, what should I do? What should I do?
Smells like value,
here?
baby.
What should I do here? Maybe I'll just do Phoenix Charlotte over 205.5.
Well, do what's going to get you out of this funk.
I don't know.
I'm serious.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna. Phoenix Charlotte over 205.5. I could do the Brooklyn Lakers one. I don't really want to touch that one. Could do Portland, but yeah, it's not a great spot for them. And the Knicks might, get some sort of internal strength to
pull the trigger, baby. What's it going to be?
All right, I'll take Phoenix Charlotte over 205.5, and I'll also take the first half, whatever that is. We'll check it, probably about 103. But
Same
whatever
game,
it is,
first half.
same game, whatever it is. We
2
will
overs. I like it on the half and the game.
There you go.
Sounds good.
That's the show for the Tuesday card. We'll be back for the
Bounce back,
big
my man.
Wednesday
It's time
card.
for you
Big
to bounce
Wednesday
back.
card.
Big
Yes.
Wednesday card ready. Great show, Pete.